It's finally here. Not a Samsung Galaxy S10, something way better, the phone that will revolutionize the entire smartphone industry, the foldable phone from Samsung. And here are not 5, not 10, but actually 20 plus things you probably didn't know about this thing. Also guys, I'm doing an exciting giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that and enjoy. Okay, so number 1, Samsung has actually been working on this phone for many years. Okay, so at CES 2011, Samsung showed us the first demo of their flexible OLED displays for an upcoming line of foldable and flexible devices. But Samsung has actually been working on such displays for 3 to 4 years before showing those at CES 2011. So yeah, this means that Samsung has been working on these displays since around 2008. Meaning that the foldable phone that you've just seen released and announced at the Samsung event was more than 10 years in development. Also, it was rumored to be called the Galaxy X. I mean, I think I even did the first video on the Galaxy X back in November 2017. Can you believe that? Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, it's not called the Galaxy X or even the Galaxy F. That was the second rumored name. The final name ended up being the Galaxy Fold. Then number 2, do you guys remember that 2014 Samsung commercial in which they showed us a concept of an upcoming foldable phone? It was just a concept, everything was CGI. But yeah, essentially this was a mini tablet that folded into a smartphone when you wanted something more portable and unfolded back into a tablet when you wanted something with a larger display. And it's crazy to see how close Samsung got the Galaxy Fold to that concept that we've seen in that video in 2014. Yes, the concept still looks better, but if you look at the folding mechanism between the two, you can see that it's pretty much identical. So what is different from the 2014 commercial in the final model? Well, you know, the thing is that this device, the Galaxy Fold, is just a larger phone, not a smaller tablet. So yeah, unlike the patents that we've seen or even the 2014 commercial, the Galaxy Fold is not a small tablet that folds into a smartphone, but rather a slightly larger phone that folds into a really small phone. So unfolded in tablet mode, it has a 7.3-inch display, and then folded in phone mode, it has a 4.6-inch display. So yeah, the display on the front is quite small. However, since the aspect ratio is very tall, the front display looks even smaller than 4.6 inches. This thing is really small. In fact, I don't know why, but Samsung had to leave some massive bezels on the front of this phone. I really don't know why, but you know, they're there. They're massive. Way bigger than anything I've seen on any modern smartphone. The front display looks as if it's an enclosed window, so similar to how it looked on something like the Moto Razr, the clamshell display from back in the day. So essentially what you're getting here is a very small tablet, smaller than the iPad mini, that can be folded so that it can be pocketed. But that's it, that's basically it, because realistically everyone would be using this thing mostly in tablet mode all the time because, you know, the display on the outside is just too small. Then at number 5, Samsung was always against notches, mostly because they really don't like Apple. They made those commercials, if you guys remember those, trolling Apple's notch. But now the Galaxy Fold actually has a notch of its own. So it is in the top right corner, so, you know, it's not really identical to Apple's because that one's centered, but, you know, it's still there. And it seems to be bigger than Apple's and Google Pixel 3 XL's notch, so it's very noticeable when the phone is in tablet mode and not really that visible in the phone mode, you know, because of that massive bezel. And the reason why it has that notch is actually because of the cameras. Cameras, not camera, because this thing has not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but actually 6 cameras. 6 cameras in the phone. That's insane. So it has 2 cameras on the front in tablet mode, then you have 3 cameras on the back, as well as 1 more camera on the front of the phone mode. Samsung, why didn't you make the phone, the Galaxy Fold outwards, you know, and in that case you could have used half of the tablet's display as the phone's display rather than having an extra third display panel on the back of the device, because right now this is actually how it works. You know, you have the tablet which folds on the inside, so it basically closes, and then on the back you have the 3 camera module on one side, and then on display with some massive bezels and a single camera module on the front on the other side, basically the phone. Think of this as having an iPad mini that's foldable, so it's pocketable, and then you also have a glued phone stuck to one of the back sides of the iPad. That's pretty much how this thing works and looks. But the good news is that all of these cameras are basically the exact same cameras as on the Samsung Galaxy S10. So on the back we have a wide angle module, we have the regular one, and we have the zoom module. We have a 10 megapixel dual front facing camera on the front of the tablet, which yes supports portrait mode, as well as a standard 10 megapixel single lens on the phone's side front. But something that Samsung was always against, aside from the notch, that they actually ended up doing is removing the headphone jack. Yes, the Galaxy Fold does not have a headphone jack anymore, which is strange, But, you know, I told you guys this was gonna happen at some point, and wireless headphones are the future. Yes, the audio quality is better on wired headphones in some cases, depending on what headphones you use. It's a long story, but wireless headphones are the future. Also, there's no more microSD card slot, unfortunately. So this has been removed from the Galaxy Fold, which makes me think that in the Galaxy S11 or maybe even the S12, if not the S11, we would not see a microSD card at all. I mean, as long as you can get up to 1 terabyte of internal storage on the Samsung Galaxy S10, then you know what's the point of having 500 gigabytes extra? Because even 1 terabyte is way, way more than you'll ever need. Okay, now here's an interesting one. The Fold line. Yes, this thing is not visible in the ads, obviously, because the ads are CGI, but if you look at the hands-on videos of the Galaxy Fold, I've actually seen a visible folding line on the tablet just where the phone folds. And this is a bit concerning because, like I said before, that line would be visible in tablet mode easily, so it would affect the viewing experience quite a bit. Now, speaking of fold, Samsung says that you can actually fold the Galaxy Fold up to 200,000 times, which translates to about 5 years of usage if you fold this thing about 100 times a day. But something really cool about the Galaxy Fold is that you can actually use 3 apps at the same time, side by side, which, you know, makes sense because it's a tablet, so, you know, you should be able to use more than just 2 apps at the same time. You can do this on the iPad Pro, you can do this even on the iPad Mini, so yeah, that's cool to see. And also something quite awesome is automatic rescale. So Samsung has been working on this alongside Google to optimize Android apps as much as possible. So essentially, if you're using, let's say, Maps, and then phone mode, and then you open up the tablet, that app would actually rescale automatically. So you don't need to open up, close the app and open up the app again in tablet mode. It all acts as a single device. And speaking of a single device, you actually get 2 batteries, one on each side, both of which act as a single battery, with a total capacity, both of them together, of 4,380 milliamp. Now, the S10 Plus has a capacity of 4,100 milliamp battery, and the S10 Plus 5G has 4,500 milliamp battery. So honestly, I would say that this capacity on the Galaxy Fold is a bit too low for a device that has a 7.3-inch display, larger than the S10 Plus 5G, in terms of display size, but smaller in terms of the battery capacity. Now, something quite cool about the Galaxy Fold is that it actually comes by default with 12 gigabytes of RAM, which is insane on a phone. I mean, you probably have less than that on your computer, and you have more capacity on your phone. So that's crazy. Also, fun fact, if you buy the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and 1 terabyte of storage, that model also comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM. But interesting enough, it seems that there's no Exynos model of the Galaxy Fold. So all Galaxy Folds seem to come with a Snapdragon 855 model of processor rather than the Exynos one, which was actually designed and manufactured by Samsung rather than Qualcomm. On the S10, if you buy the international model, you will actually get the Exynos 9820 version of the processor, which, yes, it actually is more powerful than the Qualcomm variants. And then, did you guys know that the Galaxy Fold also comes with UFS 3.0 storage? This is one of the first devices in the world to come with this. It allows for read speeds up to 1.8 gigabytes per second, which is insane on a phone. This is up from about 900 megabytes per second that we had in the UFS 2.1. And then the write speeds can be over 1.5 gigabytes per second from about 200 to 300 megabytes. So yeah, a massive improvement in terms of the flash module with the Galaxy Fold. And we also get USB 3.1 on this thing, which allows up to 1.25 gigabytes per second transfer speeds from 625 megabytes per second that USB 3.0 supported, so basically double that. Apple, for example, isn't even using the USB 3.0 standard on the iPhones, just USB 2.0, which is limited to 60 megabytes per second. So the Galaxy Fold can transfer data almost 21 times faster than an iPhone XS Max can. But some of you might be saying, why would I ever connect my phone to anything? Because everything is done wireless today. You know, everything is cloud-based. Well, the answer to that is most likely DeX dock. So Samsung DeX, basically, it allows you to just connect a cable, USB Type-C cable, to a monitor from the phone to the monitor, and then you can use that monitor and it turns into a desktop mode. So you can attach a keyboard, you can attach a mouse, everything works, and it's basically like turning your smartphone into a fully fledged computer when you get home, which is awesome. Not a lot of people use this, not a lot of people know about this, but it's a really cool feature and really, really useful for actually a lot of people. So that was it. Actually, I have 2 more bonus ones that I want to mention. So 21 is the price. So this thing costs $2,000. It's crazy expensive. However, you actually pay for innovation. And the thing is, this is not a consumer-focused product. The whole idea behind this is, okay, look, we've done this. We've done a foldable phone. If you want to buy it, you can buy it, but it's going to be that expensive. There's a lot of components in this phone if you think about that. The display, the foldable, the hinge, mechanism, not even to mention the camera, 6 cameras on this thing, the fact that you basically have a glued phone on the back of the phone. So yeah, there's a lot of things that have been put into this device, not even to mention the billions of dollars of research that Samsung has put into flexible displays and OLED panels. So it kind of makes sense for this to be that expensive. Again, it's a first-gen product, so don't buy it. But it is a starting point for the next generation. So the next generation, probably next year or 2 years from now, will most likely have a thinner design. The front display would be bigger, and you know, it's gonna get improved, but this is the starting point, and I'm really, really looking forward to the future. But yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Galaxy Fold. Like I said before, I don't think it's worth it. It's definitely not worth it. I mean, it is a truly revolutionary device, and like I said, this is the beginning, and I really want to see what Huawei, Xiaomi, and others will release, including Apple a few years from now. You might have seen a few videos of the Xiaomi one at least, and the folding mechanism on that actually seems to be better than Samsung's. Plus, it's also a larger device overall, especially when it comes to the phone. But yeah, just subscribe and notifications if you want to see more cool videos like this one. Check out the Samsung Galaxy S10, 30 things actually you didn't know, similar to this video, and also some comparisons of the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and the iPhone XS Max and so on. So yeah, feel free to check out those videos. And also if you've made it until the end of this video, then we're doing another giveaway this week, like I said, of an Amazon Echo Dot speaker. So if you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is be a subscriber of the channel, ZONEofTECH, and then also make sure that you're following @ZONEofTECH on Instagram, and then leave a comment on this post, the one with this modern PC case-like building, saying why do you want to win an Amazon Echo Dot smart speaker, and I'll be DMing the winners on Instagram on Monday the 11th of March. But yeah, this has been pretty much it. Thank you for watching until the end. Good luck with the giveaway. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm really, really looking forward to the Galaxy Fold. I think I'll have one. Thank you for watching. I'm Daniel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. ZONEofTECH, signing out.